This story that I'm to tell you is not a fabricated story. It is a life story that happened in the same company where I worked before now. So that this Igbo-born son from Enugu State, who is very, very meticulous, professional in his job, soft-spoken, and very humble to the core. And he is the very reason why most of the blacks were employed into this very company. Then there comes this Yoruba-born son from Ogun State, who now became jealous of this Igbo son because of his closeness with the CEO. Because most of the time there's a situation that arises between the blacks and other nationals. He is rightly the person that the CEO will summon to know what happened and how to deal with the situation. So this guy becomes so jealous with the relationship between this young man and the CEO. And besides, he is the highest paid of all the blacks. So there's so many reasons why he's been hated or why he's been jealous upon by this Ogun State born. Now, days goes by, months, weeks goes to months, months go to years, and this Igbo born, this Enugu born went on vacation. The Ogun State born saw the opportunity of getting himself close and attached to the CEO, and he began to do everything possible to get himself to the CEO and become the CEO's favorite. The CEO noticed this and he gave him the opportunity. The CEO began to use him rough, use him to the extent that the Ogun State born began to ask questions. Is this the way the CEO and the Enugu born relate? Why is this man gave him tough time in his job and so on and so forth? Now, what breaks the camel's back here is that get to a point, everybody was being owned 2 to 3 months salary. Now one day, the Ogun State born revolt against that and call on the CEO, harshly demanding for the pay. And the CEO look at it, thinking that he, the Ogun State born, would have been on his own side by not siding with others. Then why did he be the one that to champion the call for the payment of their salary? Unknowing to him that somehow, this is a trap set up by the CEO to get at him. Do you get the point? Because the CEO has observed that this young man is jealous of the Enugu State born Igbo son. So the CEO now said to him, young man, come the next day for your money. And the next day, in fact, he paid everybody 2 months and paid the Ogun State born 3 months and asked him to leave his company. And that ends his job with the very company. Do you understand the point now? Now, he left. The Enugu State born came back and heard what's happened and laughed and said, right from time when the young man came in, he observed him. He have seen every of his move, but he doesn't want to react. He doesn't want to say anything because already his own profession has spoken enough for him to occupy the spaces he occupied, even in the heart of the CEO. And that becomes the story. So this young man left the company, sought for another opportunity somewhere, got a job. Before 6 months' time, the job got fractured. The company shut down. And he has no other option than to exit. So he exits and left the country. The Enugu born son remained with the CEO, worked to 3 to 4 years before the company ran out of job. And The Enugu-born had no other option than to look for another job elsewhere, and he secured one immediately. Now, when he secured one, the new boss of the company where he got the job saw how he works and his level of profession and pleaded with him to please provide him with the extra 3 persons that work with him. You know what? The Enugu-born went and picked 2 persons from the same tribe with the Ogun State and 1 person from the Southeast, making it 4. And they are all working together till date. They are all working together till date. But the jealous one has left the country. So, I just want to use this story to tell you that leave the Igbo man with what God has given to him. Do not say ill of him if you see him outshining the others. It is his star. It is what God deposited in him. Igbo man appears to be meticulous. Igbo man appears to be creative. Igbo man appears to be innovative. Igbo man appears to be so adaptive and easy learning person. Next time, I will tell you the story of my very self in the same company. How I was pushed to a level where people that do give me job or do share, what to do, later work under me. I'll tell you a story next time. Do not envy Igbo man because of his star. Rather, appreciate him. If you appreciate him, you will be favored.